what's the strengths and limitations that you see of that technology?
Yeah. So as I said in the beginning, typically a hospital, 500 beds, 5,000 moving assets. What I say to my clients is put a tag on it with a battery, because you want to be sure that, for instance, the pump can be found even if a nurse has hidden it in a cabinet because she was afraid that she would run out of pumps. So please don't use Blyott tags for that. But now it becomes interesting. The moment you start to look at all the consumables, the medicines, but also all these other products that these medical device companies bring in, and these pharmaceutical companies, you no longer talk about 10 assets per bed, but probably around 1,000 assets per bed per year. And therefore, you need other technology. You need technology that's inexpensive, but that's also very small, because you have to put it on a very small package of things like that. So the potential is enormous in healthcare for this kind of technologies.
And how does this all get viewed by the staff? You mentioned the RESTful APIs. Do you provide an app and a dashboard, or do you integrate into the hospital's systems? What's the arrangement there?
Yeah, so we do provide a dashboard and an app, but if I'm very honest, I think that 80% of our clients, they use the REST APIs to integrate directly within their applications. And then, the most well-known, of course, is name, of course, is SAP. But if you look at the healthcare space in Europe, so I don't know if these names make sense in the States, but the market leaders when it comes to asset management is, for instance, Ultimo, Topdesk, Planon. These are tools that hospitals are using, logistics are using them, nurses are using them. And they want to know not only now the status of when does this equipment needs maintenance, but also where is this equipment right now.
Interesting. And this is a market, you've chosen a market which seems like it's very ripe for growth, but it's competitive as well. I mean, you've got a good idea, and lots of other people are having the good idea. You have the Stanley Healthcare's. There's a whole raft of companies. How do you compete in this very competitive marketplace?
We have, what I tell to our investors, Steve, is that we have 4 competitive advantages. I think the first advantage is really coming back to the easy integration if the existing infrastructure is already there. Yeah, we can typically bring a hospital live in a couple of days if they have the infrastructure in place. So that's the first big advantage. The second one is the openness of the platform. Really, the possibility to integrate with any other application the hospital is already using very easy REST APIs and webhooks. So that's the second advantage. The third one is the pricing. I think we have a very attractive, transparent pricing. If you look at that, you mentioned Aeroscode. I think the pricing book is like 100 pages. Our pricing is 1 sheet. And then the fourth advantage, and this is really something that has to mature. It's in the early stages, but it's the big data analytics. And for this one, we closed a partnership last year with SAS, SAS.com, which is a market leader when it comes to big data analytics. And with them, we are building fantastic dashboards to give organizations insights in bottlenecks, how they can optimize the distribution of assets throughout the hospital, all these kind of things.
Are they well established
in
this sector?
They are very well established, but for other type of applications, like analyzing medical patient files, things like that. But of course, it's a big company. People don't know that, but it's the largest private software company on the planet. It's
amazingly successful. We've had them on the show, and I've worked with them, and It's a great company. I think people love working there as well. They've done a great job.
Yeah, I was once invited to visit their headquarters, and I don't remember where. And they have a fantastic company restaurant, and it was self-service. And I was sitting next to the CEO. What was his name? Jim whatever.
Yeah.
And he was just sitting there next to me and said, "Hi, are you a visitor?" And I say, "Yes." And then people say, "Hey, that's the CEO you're talking to and the founder of the company." So it was a funny story.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Mr. Beacon podcast here on YouTube. You can listen to the rest of this episode on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you enjoyed it, please like and share this video, and be sure to subscribe for more weekly videos. For more information about Blyott and IoT Pixels, head on over to blyott.com.